Welcome back to Afternoon Express. And of course, we are back on the couch with our really dynamic leaders and, you know, well, female leaders, I suppose. And what's been so inspiring for me today is that all three of you are putting your money where your mouths are and walking the talk. So talking the walk, walking the talk. But the question that I'd like to pose to the two of you ladies is, you know, great ideas are one thing. I think a lot of people can come up with amazing ideas, but actually putting them to fruition and making them happen is a very different story and actually very difficult to execute. So what is the secret to taking a great idea and making sure it happens and that it happens well and to be effective?
I think for me personally, there's so much power in the unmanifest because when things haven't manifested, you can actually spend time with them and perfect the idea, understand what types of emotions you want to invoke in people, and also take the time to understand, you know, what type of impact you want to have in the world. You know, it's no use just having a good idea that serves no one. So if you bring something into the world that can serve people, it's backed by purpose, you know, by the time it reaches the world in a prototype or whatever format it's in, then you really have done something, and that's have some sort of meaning in the world. And so I think spend time with your ideas, date them, you know, get to know them.
And what I think is so powerful about that too is that you have the time to be specific about it. So you're not just putting anything in the universe for the sake of it. It's definitely focused.
What was your kind of passion and your click to be able to have the idea and then execute?
I think it's people telling me I couldn't do it.
Really?
I think that is what got me to actually do it, is especially family, friends, closest friends are saying that, you know what, you can't do it. And that determination, that drive that you have is what pushes you to actually do what you know you can achieve. And especially for women, you know, we constantly put down for things that we want to achieve because, as people say, it's a man's world. But I think the drive of what we want to do, and when we put our mind to something, that is what makes us want to do it even more.
I would have thought it was the other way around. Like, for example, with your bag idea, I would have thought, you know, that you know it's a good idea, and then when you don't have a buy-in from people around you, then you sort of second-guess yourself or did you ever have a point of...
I mean, Steve Jobs even says, you know, people don't know what they want. So sometimes you need to be very bold and I think like audacious in your thinking to kind of go out there and say, you know what, I'm thinking of doing this. So for me, for example, yes, I did the bag thing, but I wanted to grow and evolve. And so we then founded the 712 group. And in that journey, I had to also kind of push back and say, you know, people don't know what they want. How about we create the types of businesses on the African continent that will make sure that Africa no longer stays behind. And so it's just, you need that type of mindset where people say, I can't do it, and then you show up.
I think that's also the same with me, is that there's so many people that does the campaigns. There is a lot, and that is why I do something different all the time. With every project that we have, we add something, a different element to it that makes it unique, and that is what makes people want to do it and want to be a part of what it is that we're doing.
Tamarin, has anyone told you that you couldn't do it? Like, in your journey, did you have any haters? Did you have any naysayers?
Definitely. There's always someone judging you, and even just throughout life, studying, growing up, there's always someone who's like, you can't do it. And you have to just show them you can. It's exactly what they said. Especially as women, they tend to bring us down, make us feel inferior, and I think we draw inspiration from each other. I mean, look at us. All women sitting here, and we are inspiring each other, empowering each other.
But no one's bringing you down. I mean, you were studying medicine. You were studying medicine, and then you put it on hold for your reign.
Yes.
Are you going back?
I'm definitely going back. So yes, I'm studying medicine, but I had my challenges to get where I was. I had to study hard, work hard to get the results that were required to study medicine. And yes, I'm going back in April to finish my final year, and I will graduate at the end of this year.
And are you going to specialise? What kind of doctor do you want to be?
I really want to be a pediatrician.
Okay.
So that's the goal.
Oh, imagine. Oh, and all of the fathers are going to be saying that they want to take their kids to the doctor now. All of a sudden, daddies are going to be way more involved in their kids' health.
I'm willing to book flights and all just for that appointment.
Find out which hospital is she.
Exactly.
So just a quick wrap up, because we are doing this amazing giveaway to the Sun Met. Give us a quick rundown on the theme, what people should be inspired by to dress up, and of course, are they going full smart, like proper race day attire, or should people go dress up like crazy,
Okay.
like creative vibes.
So the theme is African luxury, precious metals,
Yeah.
and I think go for it. Go all out. It's the one event of the year where there's no excuse to overdo it. The theme is, coppers, golds, platinum. Think Africa. Like, channel your inner Africa when you step out there, and people must be like, that's exactly what it is. Go out and just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I guess that's what it's all about at the end of the day. And when I look at this couch, I see a whole bunch of women going for gold, not wanting to be boxed in, not wanting to be channeled in your different avenues. And we celebrate that so much on Afternoon Express.
Have you planned your outfit already?
I have. I've gotten conversations with some incredible designers, so I'm really looking forward to it. I just hope that it comes together well. But I'm definitely taking a lead from your past experiences at the Met. I know you were giving me some tips and tricks as to what shoes to wear. Definitely a wedge, I think.
Yeah. Go comfy when it goes to
Is that the
shoes.
tip? Is that okay?
That was my advice.
I don't want to go rolling out of the sun, Met. I want to still be graceful.
Another tip, it gets really hot. So, powder. Keep
Powder.
the powder.
Sunscreen.
Sunscreen.
Okay, I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes.
Thank you so much for being on the show today. It was absolutely amazing. I'm so inspired by you lovely, lovely ladies and the work that you're doing. So join us again tomorrow as we meet inspirational entrepreneur and chef Ndumiso Mngwabe.
Otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in, making our day every day. Otherwise, good night and God bless.
Mwah.